everyone, so I thought I'd update you on my kind of results of the 4-week no heat challenge because I recently finished it, so yeah, I just thought I'd tell you kind of what I noticed about my hair and all things like that. So yeah, basically this is my hair, kind of natural. I've just washed it and I got out of the shower and I brushed it through, and this is kind of what I've got. And instantly the first thing that I've noticed is that my hair is a lot less frizzy. Normally if I'd leave my hair naturally to dry, it would like frizz out, especially these layers. Like you can see here, I've got shorter layers and these are very, very damaged, or they were, because I used to have to straighten them loads because obviously my hair is naturally kind of wavy. So yeah, before the 4-week no heat challenge, basically if I leave my hair naturally to dry, the underneath would dry pretty nicely and pretty curly, but then these top bits would dry kind of straight like how they are now, but they would just frizz like this. And that is kind of what they would look like, and like, I can't even describe it. They were really horrible, and they were the kind of reason why I always used to straighten my hair, because even though I liked the curls underneath, I couldn't bear the frizziness, and I couldn't really have half straight, half wavy hair, so I just used to straighten it all. But actually, if I'm honest, I actually prefer my hair wavy. The stick straight look I don't really think suits me as much, but you know, since I've been doing the 4-week no heat challenge, I've definitely noticed that just in general my hair is a lot less frizzy, and that's a huge bonus because that means I can finally wear my hair naturally and not have to worry about the frizz. And then just quickly, I've been getting a lot of questions from people saying that their hair's naturally frizzy and stuff, and they want to do the 4-week no heat challenge but can't because their hair's frizzy and all things like that. Definitely, if you can, pick up this product because this is just amazing. I think I've mentioned this in a video, and I've also done a blog post all about it. It's pretty expensive, but honestly it just makes your hair amazing. And this is the Shu Uemura Art of Hair Essence Absolute Nourishing Protective Oil. Looks like this. It's pretty expensive. I think it's around £28 maybe, which I know seems really expensive, but to be honest, you only use a tiny amount. I've been using this every single time I wash my hair for the past maybe 2 months, and I've only used that much. So it does last you a really long time. And this has just made my hair so much silkier and softer, and also really taken away the frizz, which also aids the whole not having to put heat on it. Yeah, it's really great, and it smells amazing. So yeah, if you can, take a look at this. I think this is on places like Feel Unique or places like that. It's a really, really great product. But if you want a cheaper alternative to this, another one that I've been using pretty much religiously since this whole challenge is the John Frieda Frizzies hair serum. It's this one. Again, I did a blog post on this. It's just a cheaper alternative. It's not as good as the nourishing oil, but it's definitely a cheaper alternative, and you can get this at drugstores. So yeah, my hair is definitely a lot less frizzy. What else do I have to say? It does feel in better condition. I might try and zoom in on the ends so you can see how kind of healthy they look. I'll see if I can show you. Right, I'll zoom in. Okay, so these are the ends of my hair. Don't really know if you can tell, but there's literally like no split ends whatsoever. So the ends of my hair are definitely feeling a lot healthier, which is great because also I used to find that back when I was using heat on my hair, my ends of my hair would get really, really dry, especially on second day hair. Like, they would just be awful. And I ended up getting to a stage where I had to actually wash my hair every single day just because the ends were so horribly dry that I just felt like I had to re-wash it and condition it, which you guys know is really bad for your hair because you're meant to kind of let the natural oils come through and condition your hair. So obviously when you wash it every single day, it does strip the hair of that. But again, throughout the challenge, I found that I didn't have to wash my hair as much, which is great because I do have a lot of hair. My hair is pretty thick and it is quite long. So washing it is a bit of a faff, and it takes ages to dry and all stuff like that. So washing it isn't always really practical for me. So yeah, as the ends are kind of more nourished, I don't have to wash my hair as much. As for my hair growing, I'm not too sure how much it has grown. A lot of you have commented on videos saying that my hair is longer. I'll try and kneel up so you can see. My hair's about this long at the front, which I guess it hasn't really grown too much. I wouldn't say it's grown a ton, but then again, I have only been doing it for a month. I think if you left it a lot longer, obviously your hair would grow a lot more. But the thing I have noticed is that my layers have grown a lot longer. Before I started the challenge, my layers were probably that much shorter. So they have grown quite a lot, which is good because I really want to grow out my layers because I want my hair to be a lot thicker. I mean, I have pretty thick hair already, but I do find that sometimes having the shorter layers does make it look a bit thin towards the ends. So I'm trying to grow out my layers. So yeah, my hair's become a lot easier to manage. I also feel like the curls have come out a bit more in my hair. Obviously not now because I've brushed it so it's straight, but normally if I leave my hair to dry, it will curl really nicely. And back when I was using a lot of heat on my hair, especially when I was straightening it a lot, I found that if I would leave my hair natural, the curls wouldn't really form. And I'd end up with this half straight, half wavy kind of look where my hair didn't really know what it was doing. So yeah, that's always good because that means I can have my hair curly if I want to and not have to worry about the curls not forming and all things like that. And so now just quickly, before I finish this video, I'm going to tell you some tips that I've learnt for growing out your hair if you want to, because I know a lot of people want to try out this challenge simply to grow out their hair for summer. And now, firstly, one thing is in summer your hair will grow loads anyway because the sun makes your hair grow. So if you're going anywhere hot over summer, your hair's going to grow anyway because the sun just makes it grow. But another couple of things is for a hairbrush, try and get your hands on a brush like this. You can see here, these are the ones that kind of have the softer bristles. They're called boar bristle brushes. And yeah, get your hands on one of these because they feel kind of funny when you brush your hair because it feels really soft and almost like it's not going through the hair. But that's really good because it causes less breakage on your hair, which means that it's not going to tear it out and end up making it shorter. Another thing is to try and reduce the amount you wash your hair, and that's just because you need the natural oils to replenish the hair and moisturise it and all things like that. It's just generally better not to wash your hair a lot. Also because your hair's much more susceptible to breakage when it's wet. So yeah, try and not wash your hair. I mean, some people do have to wash their hair every day and that's just the way it is, but if you can, try and wash it every other day or every 3 days or whatever. And then also, when you do wash your hair, this is probably easier if you wash your hair in a shower, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. But when you shampoo your head, firstly, don't take up all your hair and like put it on the top of your head and like rub the shampoo in, because that tangles all the hair up and then it's gonna break. So try and kind of lather in the shampoo at the top and then work your way down and then kind of do the ends. It'll just make it less tangly. And also try and massage your scalp while you shampoo. So just massage around the scalp because that stimulates the cells and kind of helps your hair to grow quicker. So yes, that is another trick. What else is there? Obviously having a good diet, drinking water, that's just a given. You can also take vitamins if you want. I take vitamins anyway because I'm anemic, so I have to take vitamins for iron. There are actually specific vitamins that you can buy which are for hair, skin and nails, but I've actually compared that because my mum had a pot of the hair, skin and nails vitamins and I had a pot of just general vitamins that you can buy in a store. And I actually looked at the ingredients and they're actually exactly the same, just that my general vitamins had a lot more vitamins in them as well. So yeah, I wouldn't really bother with that. If you're looking into kind of the hair, skin and nail vitamins, they're pretty much just the same as regular vitamins. And then obviously another tip, which is kind of what this whole video is based around, is try and not use a ton of heat on your hair. Because heat damage does cause breakage. And a lot of people say that split ends don't affect your hair growth, but they do, because if you've got split ends, the end will kind of split further and further up the shaft of hair and it'll end up breaking off. And like me, like you might have this, where the underneath of my hair is a lot shorter than the kind of midsection of my hair, because I used to straighten that a lot more because it would get all curly. So if I can try and compare, I grab some of the underneath. So there's the underneath, and you can see it's actually a lot shorter than the rest of my hair because it's broken off due to damage. So that's what split ends do, they do break off. And that's it really. So yeah, all in all, the 4-week no heat challenge has been a success and I'm glad that I did it. It was hard at times, I will admit, but I'm really glad I did it, and I will probably be doing this a lot in summer just because it's so much easier, and I don't know, it's better for my hair, it's easier, it takes less time and all things like that. So I would definitely recommend doing it if you're interested in just generally getting healthier hair or growing out your hair. Oh, and another thing that I noticed, well actually, I didn't actually notice this myself, I noticed it from a comment, and I'd never ever noticed this before in my entire life, but it's really freaked me out now, is that someone said that one side of my hair is longer than the other, and I never noticed this, and you might have noticed it in this video. My right hand side of hair is like a tiny bit shorter than my left, and I couldn't understand why. And then someone in the comments said that it might be because I carry my handbag or school bag on this shoulder, which is actually correct. Because I'm right-handed, I carry my bags on this shoulder. And so I think that if my hair's there and I pick up my bag and put it on, it breaks the hair off. And so my hair on this side is like a tiny bit shorter. So that's another thing to be aware of. Whatever side you carry your handbag on, make sure that your hair is out of the way. So just put it to one side and then put the bag on, and then you can always flick it back, just because I think that does break off the hair. But yeah, that is it. That's everything to do with this video. Let me know how you're getting on with the challenge if you're doing it, and I shall see you soon.